All right, folks, we're here at 5 Points Customs. Gonna get a little update on the Kenworth. I see some brand new parts sitting on the table.
Oh no.
I see an oil pan that looks clean. I'm here, buddy.
What's happening?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
Good. Hold on a second. Let me wash the hands.
What you working on?
Just cleaning parts. Cleaning pickup tube and oil pump and a little bit of everything. So where do you want to start?
Where we at with it? Start where you want.
Surprises?
Surprises.
Surprises. All right, number one. Here's number one surprise.
Okay.
That was laying in the bottom of the oil pan when I dropped the pan.
Laying in the bottom of the oil pan.
Yep, and it's been there for quite a long time.
I'd say that's a surprise for sure.
That was number one surprise.
So it's not supposed to be laying in the bottom of the oil pan?
Nah, well, I mean, it just makes a little extra rattle, you know.
That's where all that knocking was coming from.
That was all the trash that was in the bottom of the pan, except some silicone. That people have to use red silicone when, I don't know why.
What is that thing?
This is the pickup tube that bolts inside the oil pan.
Okay.
When I took it apart, half of this was plugged solid.
Okay.
This is the oil pump pickup from the pan to the pump. And you see what they have.
The gasket.
The gasket material. Well, when that falls off and it gets sucked through, what it does is it plugs them up.
Right.
It looked like hair hanging off of it.
Okay.
So this comes over here, and this is where your one oil leak has always been on this thing. It sits in here, and then that other metal tube goes from there up to the pump.
And where was our leak here?
Our leak was right here on the side of the motor, on the driver's side.
Yeah. Is
where it's always been dripping.
I got you.
So, but besides that, the pan looks pretty nice.
Clean.
I mean, it cleaned up nice. There's no big dents or rust marks or nothing. So.
Was it full of sludge?
No.
No?
Really what you see in the bottom of that cup.
Yeah.
I drained it.
So we've done a good job at maintenance anyway.
Yeah. I mean, besides the bolt and the washer that you've forgot about.
Those were just
and that was
extra parts.
That was about the sludge, and that was it. It looked, surprisingly, it looked good.
Yeah.
For the age of it. Now,
what else we got?
Surprise number.
What's this?
2. Well,
that doesn't look good.
Here is.
Looks like half of something.
Number 6 cylinder.
Number 6 cylinder.
And we're missing. There's the other part of it.
I got you.
That is your oil ring. And that's what wipes the oil from.
What does it do?
It wipes the oil off of the cylinders.
Okay.
As the piston goes back down, so it doesn't get the rest of the rings all, and you don't have big blow-by smoke and all that. But it wouldn't have lasted too much longer.
Right.
Eventually that would have gotten caught or broke into smaller pieces, and it would have started using oil.
Yeah.
And if you remember correctly, when we tore the heads down, number 6 was a wet one.
Yeah.
It was pretty wet, so compression rings don't look too bad. And then every one of your rod bearings, I haven't done the mains. That was today and tomorrow project. That is your rod bearings, every one of them. No matter which one I pull, every one of them are the same way.
Starting to wear?
Yep.
Now how bad an indication is that?
Well, you like to try to do them when they're just starting to show some brass.
Right.
But the crank, surprisingly, is in spec and is beautiful.
Yeah, good.
There's no scratches in it. There's no, I mean, it surprised me. You know, I mean, the age that it is, you think you would find something, but it's not bad. And then
that's our liners.
This is your old liner, and this is why I always tell everybody, correct antifreeze. There's where it's eating itself apart.
That rust.
That's the electrolysis, and all it is static electricity, and every one of them. Every one of them has it.
Yeah.
They're not real bad, real bad, but There's another
That
one.
side there looks pretty bad.
Yep. See all the holes?
Looks like you see a hole in that one.
Yep, that one does.
Looks like you see a bunch of little holes in
Yep,
that one.
they're all over it.
Oh yeah, I can see those holes in the top one.
Yep.
And
That's
what is that?
Correct antifreeze.
What
Correct.
happens there?
What it is the electrolysis from the cylinders, you know, the static electricity firing across itself. That's why we're going with red antifreeze this time.
Yep.
And the extended life, and we won't have that.
We're reusing all that?
Reusing just a connecting rod. You have new rings, the new wrist pins. Here, hold on.
Damn.
That's the new wrist pin.
It's got some weight to it.
Yeah. So, and the rings are all right there.
Yeah.
The O-rings for around the outside of the liner. And then the fun stuff.
Okay.
Woo! They're coated. High heat, high performance.
Well, you know, we're a high performance kind of folk.
Well, that's, yeah, especially when there's, never mind, I didn't say that out loud. Just when there's a surprise.
Yeah.
But that's, and then the new liners.
Yeah.
So.
And that's coated too?
Yep, they're all coated too.
Feels coated.
Yep, they have a Teflon. This is a Teflon, and then this is a ceramic for the heat.
So should we rename this truck Teflon Don?
It's better than the Bondo wagon.
The Bondo wagon.
But
This truck doesn't have any Bondo in it, does it?
just a little bit on the edges of the fender where they were rounded off from previous. But no, besides that, it's good. I always like that. Old Bondo.
Yeah.
You know. Block actually.
How's everything looking
Very
up
nice.
there?
I got everything cleaned up here. I got just final wipe down, and then, like I said, I'm going to be doing main bearing caps this afternoon, this evening.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get the mains done, drop the liners in, drop the pistons in. I ought to be done with them in a day or so, because everything is in spec. So
I heard you were getting an oil pump.
yeah, that's over here, and it'll take care of the rest of the red silicone that somebody did. Right there she is.
Yeah.
And I could get a flashlight, but there's the red silicone.
Yeah, I can see it.
And that's, we leak here, and that pipe.
So we're getting rid of the red silicone, getting a new oil pump.
I have all the front gasket, the whole front structure kit all ready for it.
Now why are we getting an oil pump?
Age,
Yeah.
contaminants,
Yeah.
that pipe being plugged up, making it work a little bit harder for oil for what it cost. It's just, everything's new and we're done.
And a water pump.
Yeah, the water pump, I have
Because we know it's leaking.
the clutch, the new disc for the clutch fan.
And while it's here, see how that can
new
start
motor.
working
Okay.
again.
It probably just
It quit
froze
working all
up.
of a sudden.
And then this is going to get fixed.
Yeah.
I already have a new bracket.
Yeah, this is a homemade, big old homemade
Yeah.
contraption. Hell, before you know it, we'll buy a fan shroud.
Well, I might have one.
Oh, yeah?
I was over in Haines City today,
Yeah.
and I found an intake, the 3 elbows, and I found the cold air charge for in front of the radiator for a B model.
Okay.
So we might be doing, and that'll get rid of that charged air cooler. That's water cooled. It'll be all air cooled up front.
That's the low flow system you were telling me about?
Now, that's the thermostat housing and stuff. There's a low flow and a high flow, and that it's just between these two.
This is the low flow system?
Yeah, that's the low flow system. But if I get rid of that,
That was what?
that is that's your charged air cooler.
Woo-wee.
What? Oh yeah,
The
it's
grill.
dirty right now.
Yeah, I know.
There's coolant in here.
Okay.
There's a radiator in here. This thing takes a lot of what the water pump puts out.
Yeah.
So if we get rid of this, and here's your 3 heads
Mhm.
where it bolts fast to, by getting rid of these pipes, we're going to put a lot more flow back into the block versus this.
Right.
This steals a lot because it's trying to cool the air from the turbo, the hot air coming in, and they, for some reason, they put a lot of flow to that and they killed the motor.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that I can get all that stuff off of that truck and get rid of this.
Yeah.
You know, because then we could go with a bigger, because this isn't enough to feed twins. You know, that's not enough air. That's not big enough.
Yeah.
But no, now that we finally got all the parts from everybody, and that was the fun part. They made.
We're gonna make it a dual stack.
It needs to go dual straights,
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God, not straight.
Yes.
No.
We'll put a muffler underneath. I'll put a resonator underneath of it for you.
Man, when you took that muffler off of that side, oh my God, I like to die.
Sounds so good.
We didn't let that muffler stay gone long.
I found out. Well, and I told you already. They actually made that kit for us when I ordered it.
We'd have to put another breather over here and cut a hole in the fender, wouldn't we?
Well, yeah, the hood.
The hood, I mean, the hood.
Yeah, right here. You just got to cut the notch out of it, like that one.
Oh,
No,
we just painted it.
that's okay. It would look good with another one of
Damn
them.
sure would, wouldn't it?
Dual 8-inch,
Dual 8-inch.
probably 2 foot higher than that one. Miter cut, flat stove top, and it needs a big shifter in it,
A big shifter.
and about 4 foot more frame
Looks like it needs
with a third axle.
about 6 liners first.
Well,
and 6
yeah, let's
pistons.
do that first.
Well, anyway, folks, there's your update on the KW. She's coming along.
And all the parts are here now.
All the parts are here finally. I don't know what, second, third attempt, something like that.
At
But
least.
we're moving forward. We're getting it done.